Hi, I'm Stephen Moody with your Fox 10 News Now update. The statue of Rafael Sims is back, but in a different spot. This comes after being locked away for about a year and a half. The statue stood in downtown Mobile for 120 years. Its new home is the History Museum of Mobile. It sits on a timeline at the museum that displays artifacts from the 1500s all the way up to the turn of the 21st century. When Mayor Simpson ordered it removed in June of last year, he said he wanted to protect it from getting destroyed. At the time, racial tensions were boiling across the country. Confederate monuments became targets of scrutiny and in some cases, vandalism. Later, the mayor said he wanted a more appropriate way to interpret the statue, which went up in 1900 as a tribute to the Confederate admiral. Museum director Meg Fowler says the staff spent months researching his life and consulting with historians and members of the community. Fowler says visitors will be able to see the statue with a better historical perspective.
And what we know about exhibits is that objects get meaning from the context that they're put in and from the whole context of that timeline. So that's why it was important to put the Sims statue in this timeline exhibit.
A spokesman for the Admiral Rafael Sims Camp of the Sons of Confederate Veterans tells Fox 10 News he's disappointed with the decision. The Southern Poverty Law Center also sending us a statement. It reads, quote, "The relocation of an offensive Confederate memorial from a public space to a museum acknowledges that these symbols not only need to be properly contextualized in order to tell the truth about our shared past, but that divisive imagery glorifying hate does not deserve prominent placement in America's public spaces." Mobile police delaying plans for traffic roadblocks this weekend. According to MPD, they will reschedule the traffic checks next week. By law, they have to tell you where those roadblocks will be. Chief Paul Prine announced plans to install the checkpoints as a way to crack down on the violent crime in the city. Nearly 24 organizations have sent a letter asking the U.S. House Financial Services Committee to investigate Alabama's plans to use $400 million in pandemic relief funds to build 2 supersized prisons. The American Civil Liberties Union of Alabama, the Sentencing Project, and others signed on to a letter arguing that it's improper use of the relief dollars. They asked Chairwoman Representative Maxine Waters to hold hearings on the matter. The U.S. Department of Justice has sued Alabama over a prison system it said was riddled with prisoner-on-prisoner and guard-on-prisoner violence. The governor's office did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment. 5th graders at Gulf Shores Elementary are able to learn outside the classroom for their Science by the Shore program. It's all thanks to some special equipment. A bike barn has been added to campus and they have 30 brand new bicycles. This program is brand new and school officials say they're not aware of another like it anywhere. Kerry Day is the 5th grade science teacher at Gulf Shores Elementary, and he's always had a passion for writing. It only made sense to him that taking his class to the subjects they're studying would just broaden his students' perspectives.
Studies show that if you bring in natural light, if you bring in fresh air, they're gonna be more engaged, more into what they're learning. So why not get on a bike and go to the state park?
It was fun. I liked it a lot better than in the classroom because I had more freedom and I got to ride my bike there.
Learning about how photosynthesis through leaves works is just one of many lessons better learned outside. In all, 30 bikes and 60 helmets were purchased with funding provided through the state. The bike barn was added to the back of the school, all done for just $15,000.
All right, let's go ahead and check things out here. The big picture is we're going to be seeing rain for our Saturday off and on really throughout the day, morning, afternoon, evening, overnight. There's going to be rain possibilities. Deep southerly flow off the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of moisture being brought in, warm temperatures. Then you got the main line itself with the actual front back here off to the west. I'll get here this evening. So Futurecast shows a number of showers and a few thunderstorms mixed in that'll be around throughout the day. The risk of severe weather is very, very low. It's not zero, but it's really low. Just going to watch out for some of these storms late afternoon, getting a little bit rumbly here, so maybe a couple of gusty winds. By 6 o'clock, you see pretty good coverage. So if you got some plans going to the Linden Tree Bowl, or if you got holiday parties going on, likely going to be wet. And if not actively raining, like I said, the road's going to be wet. It's going to be a mess. So just please be careful out there. The same deal around 8 o'clock. Still seeing a good bit of rain, a few thunderstorms mixed in. Then as we go late in the evening, the actual front will come in. The last of the rain will go through during the overnight hours here for us tonight. Then it'll be gone by Sunday morning. So here's your afternoon forecast: 70s, mid 70s. 70s at that. Very warm day. Rain likely with occasional thunderstorms mixed in this evening. Like I said, if you have plans to go out to a holiday party or something like that, please be careful. The roads are going to be damp and slick because we're still going to be having showers around right on through the evening hours. When you wake up tomorrow morning, temperatures will be in the 50s, only in the 60s for your Sunday for a high. So cooler air is coming in. Then we have another system Monday afternoon into Monday evening that'll bring a few more showers that should wrap up Tuesday morning. You see temperatures, though, remain actually on the normal side for late December as we go into next week. So it will be cooler, but then those temperatures bounce back in time for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is going to be in the 70s in the afternoon, and then Christmas Day itself is going to feel very spring-like. Mid-50s in the morning, 70s in the afternoon. It will be a pretty day. It just won't feel much like the holiday. That's your forecast. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News Now.